That was my life. That was what my life was like. The day became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in the realization that I didn't know what days of the week it was, but other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my conscious through the barrier of what the frick is that? Nonchalance. I had step up for myself. The page of the book would start to feel sharp and blurry and burning hot. The heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear, I had to pull the book aside just to lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was about to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. This guy's a true man, he can't cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if he were to make a point of pointless... Wait, what? He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of pointlessness of what he just did. Okay. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eye for a moment. Hello, Hasao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is strong now, and with precautions you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescriptions. The doctor handed me a sheet of paper to my dad. Those expressions turned words... Wait, what? Those whose expressions turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Oh my goodness, that's a lot. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They are blended together in the sea of letters. Wow, actually the letters behind are kind of screwing me up with my reading. This is insane. I can tell. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed lines after line with sheer precision. I tried to read them, but it's so futile. I know what you mean. I am having trouble reading this. I can't understand any of this. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? That sounds like... I'm sorry that this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concerns shows it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until you will sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamako Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise the fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24 nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look at a couple weeks before back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. This is what I want to say. It's a step down. Oh gosh, I just realized Dad and Doctor are different people. It's not what you think. All of a sudden, all of the students there are pretty active in their sort of ways. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. Oh my goodness, the reading is just too much. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disabilities. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I had always thought my life actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I could go back to school anyways, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I now know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There isn't really a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's all I can think of to get me through. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake just to resign myself to think of that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a break soon. At the very least, I'll try to see what my life will look like. Okay, this will be a perfect time to get some freaking water. I have no clue how long I've been recording, but geez, I am thirsty. Okay, this seems like possibly a good spot to stop for for right now. So I think this is gonna be 2 parts as of right now because this is killer. I was really looking forward to doing this, but this is a pain. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna stop recording for right now. Probably gonna take a 5-minute break and continue, but you guys won't notice that. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I'm sorry for all my stumbling.